A very good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. Today I am going to continue chapter 3, Two Stories About Flying, part 2, The Black Aeroplane by Frederick Forsyth. Students, in the last class, already I had given you a short note about the writer Frederick Forsyth and summary of the chapter. I explained to you that this is a mysterious story in which the author describes quite an unique but mysterious experience during his flight from Paris to England and how he faced the storm cloud. He took the risk, he entered into the storm cloud, and later on he was quite nervous to see the condition, but helped by a mysterious plane, the pilot of a mysterious plane, and landed safely. Few of the questions remain unanswered that we will study in this chapter. Today I am going to explain line wise. You are supposed to open your book, note down the new words with meanings. The black aeroplane. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. As I told you that this is an experience of the writer. So the writer Frederick Forsyth himself is the narrator of this chapter. He himself is that pilot. The moon was coming up in the east, means behind me. It indicates that it was the night time. Moon was coming up in the east and stars were shining in the clear sky. These two lines clearly indicate that it was the night time. And it also indicates the first line, the moon was coming up in the east behind me, means me is the narrator who was flying this aeroplane, and it indicates that he was going towards western direction. Stars were shining in the clear sky above me. That means stars were visible in the clear sky. That means sky was clear and climate was good. There was not a cloud in the sky. The sky was clear. There was not a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. The narrator was quite happy because he was flying his aeroplane smoothly without any difficulty. He was all alone high up above the sleeping countryside. Countryside means village side, and sleeping means the people were sleeping. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. He was flying his old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. He was moving from France to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. The narrator was quite happy. He was dreaming of spending his holiday along with his family. So he was looking forward to being with his family during the holidays. I looked at my watch 1:30 in the morning. When he looked at his watch, he found that timing, what was the time? It was 1:30 a.m. in the morning. I should call Paris control soon, I thought. Actually, he wanted to pass on some message to Paris control room as he was passing over Paris now. As I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. Nose of the aeroplane means the front part of the aeroplane. When he looked down at the front part of the aeroplane, he could see the lights of a big city in front of him. And which city is it? It is Paris. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. See students, here over always it is the word. Generally it is used after the completion of the message to show that the message has been completed. So He communicated through radio and contacted Paris control room. He sent the message that it is Dakota DS-088, it is the code of his aeroplane is here, and he wanted to know if he could be heard, and he informed that he is on his way to England. The voice from the radio answered me immediately, DS-088, I can hear you. You out to turn 12 degrees west now. DS-088 over. Immediately he got a response from Paris control room, and he got instruction to take a turn of 12 degrees west now. I checked the map and compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. When he got instruction from the Paris control room, he checked the map and the compass. Compass is an instrument which indicates directions. Then after checking map and compass, he switched over to his second and the last fuel tank, and then he turned his Dakota aeroplane 12 degrees west towards England as per the instruction from the Paris control room. I will be in time for breakfast, I thought. A good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. He was quite happy because he was dreaming of spending his holidays with his family, and he was thinking to take his breakfast next morning after reaching home, to take the breakfast, a good big English breakfast with his family. By that time everything was going well. It was an easy flight. It was an easy flight because he didn't face any sort of difficulties till now. Smoothly his aeroplane was flying over France and then Paris, and it was moving towards England. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. But unfortunately, what happened? When he had already crossed Paris and he left Paris behind 150 kilometers behind him, he could see the clouds, and it was not only the normal clouds, it was stormy clouds, storm clouds he could see. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. The clouds were huge. Huge means very high, big. And they were looking like black, as if the black mountains were standing in front of him across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. He was sure, the narrator was sure, that neither he could fly up the storm, nor he could fly over them, and nor he had enough fuel in the plane to fly around them to the north and or south. That means there is no choice, there is no way that he can fly up his aeroplane through the storm. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought. But I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. See, he was in a dilemma now. He thought that he should go back to Paris because there were storm clouds and it is very dangerous. So he wanted to go back to Paris so that he can save his life. But the next moment he thought that he wanted to get home. He wanted to go home. He wanted that breakfast. He was quite excited to reach his home, to meet his family. Then he decided, I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Later on he decided to take risk. He thought of taking risk, and then he flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Straight means directly he entered into the storm. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. Nothing was visible. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane because he flew his old Dakota aeroplane straight into the storm, and when he entered into the storm clouds, everything was suddenly black because nothing was visible. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. It became unstable. The aeroplane became unstable. It started jumping and twisting in the air. I looked at the compass. Again, he wanted to see the direction, that in which direction he was. He looked at the compass. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. He became very nervous to see that compass was not working. It was turning round and round and round, and it was dead. It was failed. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. Then he saw that because compass, he looked at the compass to see the direction, but the compass was not working. It was failed. Then he looked at other instruments, other equipments. Instruments means equipments were suddenly dead. They were also failed. Then he tried the radio. Next, what happened? Could he land safely, or he lost in the storm? This we shall study in the next class. Till then, take care of yourself and read the taught portion and prepare a short note of it. Thank you, students. Have a good day.